Stop being horny.
So a woman, what's one thing you wish all men understood?
Women never know what they're talking about.
Oh, Lord, that's a loaded question. As a woman, I wish that all men understood that
we're delusional.
we are more than just a body.
Also a mouth and a butt.
We are more than our physical.
Some of you.
And I want men to see women as a whole human, including our spirit, our personality, and really just like our whole embodiment. Because I feel like a lot of men, they just see like face, ass, boobs, body, and they're like, I'm in.
And that's all we want.
But then when they find out we have feelings and emotions, they're like, I'm out. So
That is correct.
Women need to understand that their body is important to a man. It's really the one thing that you can offer that we truly can't provide for ourselves. Men can basically provide everything else for themselves besides your body and your mothering abilities. So if a woman fails to see and understand the value we put on her body and she runs the streets giving it up for free and easy, then the men are going to take you out of the running for serious commitment because you devalued what we care about and showed that good discernment and decision making that we desire in the mothering ability aspect isn't there.
If she a baby mama,
Go ahead.
she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama. Drop,
Drop
drop,
it down,
drop,
drop it down, low.
drop, drop,
Drop it
drop,
down, drop
drop,
it down, low.
drop, drop,
Drop it down, drop it down, low. Do the baby mama when I step out on the floor. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4. Hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Tryna make some money, buy some Huggies from the store. S to the T-A, double R-K, to the E-I-S-H-A. And I don't play, do it my way.
You're all
Disqualified.
It has come to my attention that today's dating culture involves something called a situationship.
friends with benefits.
And you know who you can't rope into a situationship? Here's who. A single mom.
Yeah.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
That's right. We are situationship proof.
Scientifically proven.
Proven to be incorrect.
You can't fool us. Why? Sir, if we can leave the father of our children, likely the man that we were with for years, okay? Years. What makes you think we won't leave you after a few weeks of moving funny?
Oh, darn.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, look at me. I'm shaking in my little space boots.
Did you notice how she said if we can leave our baby daddies as women, how easy do you think it'll be to leave whoever we date? It's like it's a known given that the women are the ones that choose to leave. Men surely get tired of these women, but the thing is that once you've had a kid or married one of these women, they've got you by the wallet and by the balls, and men aren't going to easily choose to light that fuse and leave. The women, on the other hand, can keep her eyes open for a different branch to monkey over to and take your kid and your money with her when she goes to her next victim. Also, she's proving the point that men have about single mothers and women who have been ran through. They've practiced and taught themselves to not bond with their partner, so the switch is easier.
I got divorced when my kids were 1 and 3.
I'm shocked.
They're now 18 and 16, and I'm just going to tell you some things that they have told me over the years
Screwed us over.
that annoy them about the holiday season. When we used to force them to go to 2 different holidays on the same day, they hated that.
Makes sense.
They hated having to pack up and leave their cousins at one house to go sit at another house that didn't have cousins.
You don't say.
They hated having to see both parents be really anxious with the transition period and really grouchy.
Most of all, my mother.
They hated having to perform for 2 different types of parents
Dance, monkey, dance.
because, let's face it, kids act differently with each parent. That's exhausting as a child, especially a young child.
Then why'd you do it?
So my kids will hands down tell you, separate the holidays, celebrate on Thursday with one whole family and wait till Saturday to celebrate with the other.
Goddamn kids have more sense than we do.
Again, it's not about the day. It's about the experience. It's about the connection with family. It's about the tradition. They don't give a shit what day it is. They really don't, honestly.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
Smooth move.
Little slugger.
Oh, I think you're a really great girl, but nobody cares. Ghost me. Spare me. I was doing fine. I thought you passed away.
You're talking about it.
I can't really tell if he loves me anymore.
Here's your sign.
So I've been dating as a single mom for a while.
Date after date.
You're getting a free dinner.
And one of the hardest things has been how lonely it is. People who are just single and dating don't get it. People with kids don't get it. Married people don't get it. I think the only people who get it are single parents dating.
It's all about me.
I'm very important.
It's just a challenge that you have to walk through to be able to relate to someone. I have one single mom friend.
Gross.
And I am so thankful for her. That being said, my other friends I will talk to about my dating life.
But they're getting tired of hearing from me.
But I kind of take what they say with a grain of salt.
That's why you're single.
Anyone who has not been in the dating pool, in my opinion, in the last 2 years, does not understand what the modern dating pool is like.
It doesn't matter what you think.
One thing that has been odd and kind of funny to me is the weird like MILF fetish thing that a lot of guys have, okay? So like I talked about in the last video, you'll get ghosted by guys and then you'll have guys that don't care that you're a mom.
Bullshit.
There's also guys who don't want to date you seriously because you're a mom.
Of course not.
But then they think the mom thing is really hot and so they do still want to talk to you and try to sleep with you.
Of course.
So you have to figure out like where that middle ground is.
In bed?
Okay, like I was actually FaceTiming this guy last night who I have a date with this weekend. And he just told me, he was like, the mom thing is hot and most men are attracted to it.
Absolutely fucking not.
And I was like, why? Why do y'all think it's hot? He said, I literally don't know.
Because it's a lie.
He said, but I've never met a guy who didn't think it was hot.
You're so full of shit.
So it's hard sometimes to figure out where that middle ground is, but you just got to do your best. And that's why we keep boundaries up. And that's why we don't catch feelings.
Real classy.
We don't sleep with them.
Sure.
And that leads me to my next point of FaceTiming before the first date. I try to always have a FaceTime call before the first date. Why? I'm a single mom. I don't have a lot of time to actually go out. FaceTime helps me know whether or not, number one, I'm actually attracted to him.
I want to see your books. I want to see your fucking bank statements.
It's, you know, pictures can be deceiving. And voices really matter to me. So sometimes a guy's voice is icky to me and then I don't want to meet him. I know that's kind of a weird thing.
Think logically.
But if you can get a guy to FaceTime you, I think it's really, really good to eliminate them that way.
You secretly want to be single.
Dating and talking is an elimination round.
You think you're pretty special, huh?
I mean, that's what we're doing. We're trying to figure out which ones we want to get to know. One time I had a date plan with this guy. I thought he was really attractive. I thought we were really going to get along. And then we FaceTimed, and I swear to you, he looked at me like I was something to eat.
But you are wearing a horse uniform.
The entire call, I felt so uncomfortable. And afterwards, I texted him and canceled the date. I was like, I don't want to meet this guy. Last but certainly not least, if you can afford it, you should be in therapy. It is so helpful to learn what your boundaries should be, how to navigate baby daddy relationship, and how to avoid getting into another toxic situation.
I've seen this woman before. She's been posting relationship videos online for a couple of years. We already know what women want, the world on a platter. Maybe women should listen to a man about what a man wants rather than this lady's ever single ass. I pity the fool who doesn't subscribe.
This big.
Literally like
This big.
Really small.
You have a small penis.
Tiny little acorn penis, forget it.
So small.
It would be a huge help if you subscribed.
Really large. I always call it massive. Sometimes they say huge. Huge. Huge.
Wow, it's huge.